of this wallet for the possible presence of blood. And there were no visible stains. And when that is the case, I perform what is known as a general rub. Take a piece of filter paper and rub surface areas of the entire wallet, do testing upon that filter paper for subject testing for chemical indications of blood. In this case, on this wallet, I did that for all of the surfaces, this surface, and the inside surfaces. And there were chemical indications for the presence of blood, though again, there were no visible stains, so I can't really point to one area that was tested. The results from that wallet were at 3 out of 13 markers. Plus the marker for gender. And all of those markers gave indications of a mixture of more than one person's DNA.
Now, when you're doing this testing at this point, Mr. Martin, you have the DNA profile for Clint Stagg that was performed by Ms. Vesselates.
That's correct.
You have the DNA profile from Ms. Farmer that you got from her toothbrush.
That's correct.
And then you've got the DNA profile from this wallet, from the tissue that was swabbed on the wallet. Is that right?
Correct.
Is that when you then compare to see if any of those profiles, the one from Ms. Farmer, the one from Clint Stagg, matches up with what you've developed from the wallet?
That's correct. In the case of a mixture like this, it's not compared as a match, but as an inclusion to see whether one profile could be included as a possible donor to this mixture, and the same with the other profile.
And what were the results of that, sir?
In this case, at those 3 markers out of 13, both the profile from Clint Stagg and Tanya Farmer can be included as possible donors to that profile. I was able to develop a profile from a stain that gave chemical indications for the presence of blood from the right shoe.
Would you tell us if that profile matched up with either Ms. Farmer's or the defendant Stagg? Well,
this profile also exhibited the presence of a mixture at 4 of the markers and the gender marker. And it gave indications of there being one donor in excess of the other, known as a major profile donor versus a minor profile donor. And I did the comparison of that profile to the known profiles.
And what did you come up with, sir?
It matched the profile from Tanya Farmer at all 13. Was not represented in the minor contributor profile at one of those markers.
So that would exclude him?
Yes, it would.
And that's what you were talking about when you were talking about exclusion and inclusion. Just we know it wasn't him, we don't know who it was.
That's correct.
And that's how, anytime you have a minor contributor and it's not conclusive, that's what you're talking about. When you're looking at the known standards that you have, whether they're possibly in or possibly out.
That's correct.
And the less different markers that you have, the larger that group that's not included. Would that be accurate? If you only have one as a minor contributor, that's going to include possibly a lot more people than if you have 3 or 4 and it spreads up how many you have, right?
That's correct.
So when we get down and we're talking about 3 out of 13 markers, that's going to leave a pretty wide group and possibly being included as a minor contributor.
Yes, it does.